Now, there's been a big rise in the number of prescriptions handed out for medication to help children sleep, according to figures seen by ITV News Meridian.
NHS data shows almost 500,000 were given to youngsters under 16 in 2019, with the figure having risen steadily over 4 years. It's thought computers and social media use is one reason behind the rise. Matt Price has our story.
It can be a nightly struggle for thousands of parents getting their children to sleep. Now, we've seen figures which show large numbers are being treated with medication, often to do just that. Cassie Beattie is a child and adolescent psychotherapist in Sussex. She'd always encourage alternative therapies.
So often anxiety and stress and concerns and worries for children comes out at night time. And this is because at those times, there's nothing else to occupy their mind. We would nearly never use them for very young children, except in absolutely extreme circumstances. And we really try not to use them with adolescents as well.
We've been looking at a rise in hypnotics prescriptions for under 16s over the last 4 years. And while they may have other uses, their main purpose is sedation or sleep. In 2016, over 339,000 prescriptions were handed out. In 2019, that figure had grown to more than 487,000.
It doesn't surprise me, it is a really high figure, but we often see that children are prescribed medication to support the sleep. It could be around things like the bedroom environment being too stimulating. It could be around lack of routine, diet.
3-year-old Toby is full of energy and until recently was a problem sleeper. His mum Phoebe trained him to rest and in turn trained herself as a sleep consultant.
2, 1. Yeah! Yeah!
She didn't use medication, but can understand why it's prescribed.
Obviously there's some health conditions that need those sort of medication because of the sort of conditions that they have. But I think it's really surprising to hear the amount of people who are on it just to help them to sleep. It just really highlights the lack of support that there is to mums and to parents in general to help them understand their children's sleep.
In a statement, NHS England say changes in prescription practices means any increase does not necessarily equate to an increase in the number of people taking the medication. They also say the main treatments offered to young people with sleep disorders are non-drug treatments. Research suggests the light from screens like mobile phones and tablets can suppress the hormone melatonin, which helps us to sleep. The advice from experts is to ditch the tech and keep a bedtime routine.
We're spending hour on hour on technology. The blue light that's emitted from technology, the changing the waves and, the colours, it's all invigorating. The brain should be settled, it should be calm, there should be tranquility for sleep to enable.
More than half of children admit to sleeping with gadgets by the bed. So it's not just their mobile phones running on empty the following day. Matt Price, ITV News.